My name is Aminah Fayek. I'm a professor in civil and environmental engineering at the University of Alberta. My research area is in construction engineering and management, and particularly in artificial intelligence techniques as applied to that field. I was born in Cairo, Egypt, and we immigrated to Montreal when I was 3 years old. So I grew up in Montreal, went to high school in Ottawa, and then I went to McGill, back to Montreal for my undergraduate in civil engineering at McGill. Then I went to the University of British Columbia for my master's, and then I decided to go to Australia to travel, which I did for a while, and I worked for a mining company. And then I went to the University of Melbourne, in Melbourne, Australia, where I did my PhD. And then I came here for my first faculty position, and I've been here for almost 22 years. So I came about engineering in a bit of a non-traditional way. All throughout high school, I loved math. It was my favorite subject, still is. But I really was much more interested in the arts and in possibly the fine arts. But in my last year of high school, I broke my ankle and therefore had to really reconsider what I wanted to do. And at that point, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I thought I'd do architecture, but at McGill you have to do either a year of science or engineering. So I thought engineering sounded good because of my love of math. And then when I graduated, I happened to be talking to a professor who talked to me about construction engineering and management, and that sounded very interesting. So I decided to pursue that, and through my graduate studies and then some jobs here and there working in the construction field, decided that that was definitely where I'm interested, what I'm interested in. And it's been great. I've been doing research in this area for close to 30 years, and I love it. It's very interesting, challenging, creative, unique every time we undertake a new study. So I never set out or thought to be an engineer, but it's really my love of math that brought me here. Recently, I was awarded or named a Tier 1 Canada Research Chair, and this is very significant to me. I love doing research. It's my passion, and I've aspired to that. And so to receive a Canada Research Chair, a Tier 1 Canada Research Chair, is very meaningful. It's a significant honor to me, and it motivates me to keep going on the research path. The other two things that I would say really mean a lot to me in this job or this career is working with the graduate students who are from all over the world. They're so talented. And so having that opportunity to brainstorm and work with them and see them develop and grow and then go off and pursue their own careers is very fulfilling. And working with industry is what keeps me motivated. Having to solve real problems, interacting with people across the industry on job sites to the senior leaders, learning about what the challenges are and working with them to solve those challenges. Those would be the kind of three things that are most meaningful to me right now. So what inspires you? Definitely it's my family, and in particular my son. He is the thing I'm most proud of in my life. I'm very proud of him. I think he's a wonderful young man. And he's also the light of my life. It's really what keeps me going and keeps everything in perspective. And one of the things that I really enjoy doing with him is he and I both share a passion for long distance running. So when I first moved to Edmonton, it was the dead of winter. It was January when I started. I didn't know a soul, and I decided that the best way to spend my leisure time was to train for a marathon. And so I ran my first marathon, my one and only marathon, the Edmonton Marathon, my first year here. Now since then I've done lots of different races, including half marathons and so on. So when my son was born and showed an interest, we started running together. So he ran his first 5K when he was 5 years old in about 40 minutes. And next weekend, we are going to do our first half marathon together. We've run lots of 10K races. We ran Bloomsday together. So we're going to run our first half marathon together. And so it's something that I really enjoy doing outside of work. Running has always been something I've done to manage both stress and also kind of increase creativity, because I find I get my best ideas when I'm out there running, not necessarily sitting at my desk. So it's really nice to be able to share that with my son as well. Looking back, I would say is, as a young person, an undergrad, you have lots of time. And so take risks, make decisions. Most decisions you make at this point in your career when you're young are reversible. So every decision you make will lead you down a different path, and even if you change your mind or your situation changes, it's still a valuable experience. The other thing I would say is keep an open mind, because even if you're absolutely sure about something, you may change your own mind about it. And so be open to new opportunities. When you're young, if you're so inclined, travel. See different places, try and experience engineering in different countries, in different settings. It will enrich your experience, and one day you will have a permanent job, you might have a family, and so you will therefore not have as many opportunities to do so. Academia is a great career because you do get to always try new things, and you still get to travel with all the conferences that we attend. So I guess just looking back, as an undergraduate student, take the time, explore as many options as you can, and don't worry too much about the decisions, because you have lots of time to change your mind and make different decisions along the way.